Hello and welcome to Raab Journal. I am Calvin Raab. Now, a little while ago, I made a video on the pros and cons of Stash Invest. And you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you for all the comments you left. But you guys also wanted me to do one on Robinhood. And I really want to do this because Robinhood is the brokerage that I use and the one that I really enjoy. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of each and what I think you should do. So to start off, let's start with those cons. The first one, and the one that affects me usually the most, is money does take a while to transfer. So if you want to put down a good sum of money, it's probably going to take 4 to 5 days for that transfer to completely transfer over. So if you're like, oh, this is a great price to buy this, I want to buy a whole bunch of it right now, it's going to take 4 to 5 days before the full transaction is processed. The good thing about Robinhood is they do have some instant you can get. So if you have a Robinhood instant account, you can get, I believe, $1,000 instantly. Or if you have Robinhood Gold or something like that, it does up the amount you can get instantly. But if you are pouring in a whole bunch of money, you will only get, say, $1,000 and have to wait for 4 to 5 days before the other money that you put in. So that is one kind of bummer that I've incorporated or gotten myself into once in a while. The second one that is kind of a con with Robinhood is its graphs are very simple. Now, this is good that you can get a very basic idea. However, if you are kind of an active trader, you do want a little bit more within your graphs. So all these show is just the basic price fluctuations, which that is the most important thing, but you can't manipulate the graphs. And if I'm trying to do real analysis, I go to other places like Thinkorswim or even just like Yahoo Finance and things like that. So I would like to have a few more features within those graphs. I don't need them really intense, but I would like to do a few more things. One more thing is I would like for the graphs to go more than 5 years. With Robinhood, the max history you can see is 5 years. Oftentimes I want to see, it'd be great if they had the max feature. Like if you look up a stock on Google, you have the max you could choose. I would like to have that on Robinhood. But I am pleased with graphs. They do their job, but I would like a little bit more. Now this is one that a lot of people mention, and that has to do with their customer service. Now, I have had to contact their customer service a few times before, and they've gotten back to me probably within the week or within 2 weeks. So it is slow customer service, but I do understand that they're a little bit smaller of a company, and it's not something like TD Ameritrade where you can get on the phone with someone right away. Now, the next two are a little bit smaller, and they don't really affect me that much, but I do want to touch upon them. The first one has to do with the news in Robinhood. However, it's not really organized, and sometimes it's very random. And not only is the selection random, but the news articles themselves don't really have that much to do with kind of the stock market as a whole. There are a few articles that have to do with like my watch list or anything like that, but I would like for it to be a little more organized and things like that. Now, the next one I wanted to touch upon with Robinhood is the Analyst Ratings. And this is something that I've kind of been confused by, because they're not really that upfront with who exactly the analysts are. Now, maybe if I did a little bit more digging, I would understand. But another thing is, a lot of times there's just 3 or 4 people that have reviewed that stock. Now, and you'll find if you sort by analyst ratings, some will be at 100% with like 2 people reviewing it. And I don't really understand why it's there. It's not enough people or enough thoughts on it to get a proper understanding of a stock. But if some people are relying solely on those analyst ratings, I don't think that's a good idea, because there's not that many people that do it, and you're better off getting analyst ratings from bigger corporations that have more eyes on it, more investors looking at it, and things like that. Okay, so those were kind of the cons that I've noticed, and in complete honesty, I did kind of have to nitpick them. These aren't huge cons. They don't deter me from using Robinhood, otherwise I wouldn't be using Robinhood. But now I wanted to focus on a few of the pros. Now, I do have a whole bunch for Robinhood, but I just want to stick it really to the big ones. And the biggest one has has to be the most obvious one, the reason millions of people use Robinhood, because it's commission-free trading. I mean, the fact that I can buy and sell stocks without $4, $5, $6 commission, I have saved probably hundreds of dollars just in this commission-free trading, and it just makes things so much easier. Oftentimes when you're trading on bigger E-Trade, TD Ameritrade accounts with commissions, it just adds this new element that you have to think about. You have to think about return on investment a little bit more, and just a lot more thought goes into it. Here, the fact that I can easily buy, easily sell, get in, get out without thinking about, oh, $6 here, $4 there for commissions and things like that. That is what I love about it, and that is really Robinhood's claim to fame, and that's how they have gotten so many people. And the next one that I want to talk about is just how simple Robinhood is. I think this is great. It's great for people that are just beginning. It's even great for experts. And this is what I really like about even the homepage. I love just how easy it is to understand. I have, all right, here's my account profile, here's what I've done in history, here's what I own, the price or percent changed, the name of the stock, and here's my watch list. It's just kind of a bare bones understanding of this is what it is. And I think that's what's great about Robinhood. And the last pro I wanted to touch upon was the app. The app is really nice, mainly because it's also so simple. I can easily just check on it, go through a few things without kind of getting all clustered and things like that, and it's a really beautiful app that has been gotten a few updates lately, so they're really updating it and just making it the best they possibly can. I use the app a whole bunch. Oftentimes if I'm in school, I just want to quickly check my stocks or something like that, or if I'm at work and I just want to look at it. So I do love the app. The simplicity of the whole thing is really what brings me to Robinhood, that commission-free trading. So all in all, I don't want to tell you what to do. Robinhood is something that I use, and I'm sure many of you use as well. But I would like to know if you guys have any more pros or cons. Those were my cons. I want to know what your guys' experience is. How is customer service for you guys? I'm just one man's opinion, but I want to know what you guys think. Are there a few more things that aren't quite doing it for you? Let me know in the comments below. I will be looking at those. Let's talk about it, and hopefully we can maybe get some questions answered. And that does round out this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this is what you guys were looking for, maybe clear up a few misunderstandings you might have. But as a sign off, I am Calvin Raab. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, be sure to click that like button. 2019 is gonna be a big year for this channel, and boy am I excited. I've got lots of goals set, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. So be sure to subscribe, join for the ride, and as always, I am Calvin Raab for Raab Journal, and I'll see you soon.